Good evening, and thank you for participating in our live virtual community meeting today. My name is Kenya Williams with Houston Public Works, and the goal of today's meeting is to keep you informed and know what to expect during construction of the 24-inch water line from Doolittle to Sunbeam along MLK project. Before we dive in, we kindly ask that you hold all questions until the end of the presentation. We promise many of your questions will be answered along the way. For now, we'd love your full attention as we walk through this important information. Stay tuned. There will be a dedicated Q&A session at the end where we'll be happy to address any remaining questions. We have a very special guest with us tonight, your incredible council member for District D, Carolyn Evans-Shabazz. Councilmember Evans-Shabazz, we truly appreciate your leadership and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Kenya. And I just love this virtual format. It, gives everybody the opportunity to participate, who may not be able to travel to certain places. So thank you for this meeting. And so good evening, everyone. And I thank you all for being here and for taking the time to stay engaged in the improvements happening in our community. The 24-inch water line project from Doolittle to Sunbeam along Martin Luther King Boulevard is a major investment, over $13 million into strengthening our water infrastructure here in District D. It's a critical part of ensuring safe, reliable water service for our families and for future growth. We understand that construction can be disruptive, and that's why this meeting is so important. We want you to be informed, prepared, and confident that your concerns are heard. And please take note of the contacts listed today and don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or issues. Together, we'll get through the temporary inconvenience and come out with a stronger, more resilient community. And thank you to the project team, to Public Works, and especially to all of you for being here and staying involved. Let's continue to organize and try not to agonize much, but certainly this is very important. And at the end of the day, it will be well worth the sacrifice. So thank you so much, and please move forward.
Thank you, Council Member. Also here today is the Assistant Director for Houston Public Works, Marcos Mengesha. He will introduce the team responsible for this project to you. Marcos?
All right. Thank you, Kenya. Good evening, Council Member, residents, and stakeholders attending this meeting today. I sincerely appreciate everyone for taking the time to discuss the part of the upcoming FEQA Extension Transmission Line construction project. As part of the Capital Improvement Plan, the FEQA Extension Surface Water Transmission Line program is designed to enhance water system pressure, introduce a secondary water source, and deliver surface water to service areas spanning from Hobby Airport to the east and State Highway 288 to the west. The extension will transport water produced by the City of Houston Southeast Water Purification Plant and will be connected to an existing 72-inch water line on Doolittle Boulevard. This program will be constructed with multiple construction packages between 2025 to 2029. This project, the 24-inch water line along Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard extending from Doolittle to Sunbeam, has been commenced construction on March 19, 2025, and will be completed in September 2026. Now, I would like to take a moment and thank the project team who are attending today. Pandaruga Karuva, Managing Engineer, Houston Public Works. Himal Panjani, Project Manager, Houston Public Works. Mike Batala, Construction Manager, Grava LLC. Carlos Miza, Construction Manager, Lloyd Miza and Associates. Zach Coleman, Engineer of Record, CAF Fenley and Associates. Thank you. And Kenya, you can take it from here.
Thank you, Marcos. So let's discuss this project, how to prepare for it, and who to contact. Houston Public Works is committed to building forward and not building back the same way. This water project aims to increase water system pressure, provide a secondary supply or source of water, and offer additional surface water to meet the needs of the growing population in the area. The project's design is based on projections for both the current year and future demands, ensuring that the water system can effectively support increased usage while maintaining adequate pressure levels. This $13.8 million water project is scheduled to begin this month or spring of 2025 and anticipated to be completed in fall of 2026. The project schedule will depend on weather conditions. The contractor will work Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. However, extenuating circumstances may require limited work to take place outside of the standard hours. The contractor is Grava LLC, and the project manager is Hamel Panjeni. So what do the seasons mean? Our construction timeline is as follows. Winter constitutes January, February, March. Spring is April, May, June. Summer is July, August, September, and fall is October, November, and December. So for this project, we start in the spring of 2025, and it is to be completed by fall of 2026. According to these numbers, this is a VIP, a very important project. There are 3 phases for this project. The first phase in red will begin at Doolittle on MLK and work down to Belford Avenue until this summer. Phase 2 in yellow will commence in summer of 2025 to fall of 2025. And the last phase, Phase 3 in green, ending at Sunbeam Street, will begin in fall of 2025 to fall of 2026. Potential impacts. So for water, generally, water service interruptions are not anticipated. If water service interruptions are needed, every effort will be made to provide advance notice. Trees. A tree protection plan is in place, and the city has identified trees that can be preserved during construction on a case-by-case basis. Both the city and the contractor are taking every precaution to protect existing trees and properties as best they can. Additional right-of-way markers may be placed along the curb and sidewalk driveway area, and removal of these causes added delays and expense. Please do not remove these markers or any protective precautions that may have been provided to the adjacent property. Traffic and driveways. There will be construction vehicles and equipment present throughout the project. The contractor will set up traffic control, and at least one lane in both directions will remain open during the construction period. Driveways will remain accessible with at least one access point during the project. We know construction can be disruptive, but here's our advice. Organize, don't agonize. With a little preparation, the project will be done before you know it. Step 1, keep your door hanger notification. The little door hanger isn't just a piece of paper, it's your direct line to important project contacts. Step 2, clear the way. To keep things moving smoothly, remove any objects from the right-of-way area as soon as possible. If you have special landscaping, relocate plants now if you have them, if you want to save them. And then grass will be restored after construction is complete. For most properties, the right-of-way extends about 2 feet from back of the curb. The city and contractors will have full access to this space, and once the project is done, they are required to restore the area to city standards. Step 3, meet the project team. Want to stay in the loop? Join the monthly contractor status meeting. This is your chance to meet the contractor, inspectors, and project managers and get the latest updates. We appreciate your patience and cooperation. Let's get this done together. Please be aware and obey all construction signs and barriers. Safety is priority number one for everyone involved in this project. Your safety and ours, for your safety and ours, please pay attention to the following safety objects shown here. Great news! The contractor has a restoration plan in place for all properties affected by the project. Once the work is completed, they are required to restore the impacted areas to city standards, so please do not make any repairs yourself. Restoration typically starts after the project is fully completed. The city conducts a final assessment before approving the contractor's payment, ensuring that all restoration work meets our standards. We strongly recommend that you document current conditions by taking photos of your property, especially the right-of-way areas near the street and curb. These photos will help resolve any questions when it's time for repairs. Have a decorative driveway or walkway. If it's in the right-of-way area, the city will restore it to standard codes and regulations. However, special material like pebble finishes or decorative patterns will not be replaced in kind. If you wish to restore these custom features, you may do so at your own expense with a contractor of your choice. We appreciate your patience and cooperation as we work to restore the community. If you have any concerns, feel free to reach out by dialing 311. We are always here to help. Have a question or concern during the project? We've got you covered. Call 311 anytime for assistance. Prefer email? Reach us directly at engage@houstontx.gov. Your feedback matters. Let's stay connected. So before we wrap up, a big thank you. Let's take a moment to show some love to the incredible individuals and teams who made tonight possible. A huge thank you to District D and Councilmember Evan Shabazz for your unwavering support. You make a difference every day. Shout out to our dedicated project team for their hard work and commitment to improving our community. And let's not forget our amazing public engagement team for making this meeting seamless and engaging. But most importantly, thank you. Your time and attention and participation mean the world to us. Now, we have one small favor. Spread the word. Share what you've learned and heard today to your friends and neighbors. And let's keep our community informed and empowered. It's Q&A time. One of the best parts about being here tonight, you get exclusive real-time answers from our incredible project team. This is your moment to ask, clarify, and get the details straight from the experts. So don't be shy, fire away. And to lead us through this interactive session, I'm thrilled to introduce someone who knows how to keep the conversation flowing. Ryan Prillman from our outstanding public engagement team. Take it away, Ryan.
Thank you, Kenya. Greetings, everyone. I'm Ryan Prillman with Houston Public Works. Thank you for joining us tonight at the virtual community meeting in regards to the 24-inch water line from Doolittle to Sunbeam along MLK project. And welcome to the question and answer session. This is your opportunity to connect with our team, ask questions, and share your thoughts about this important improvement project. Your input is incredibly valuable, and we're looking forward to hearing from you. Submitting a question is simple. Just follow these steps. Click the Q&A icon on the right-hand side of your screen. It looks like a speech bubble with a question mark. Type your question into the text box and hit send. You can submit questions anonymously, but we encourage you to include your name and email, especially if your question may need follow-up. While we wait for your questions to come in, it's just a quick reminder that tonight's Q&A isn't the end of the conversation. If you think of something later, feel free to email us at engage@houstontx.gov. Also, The recording of this presentation will be available to review in the coming days on the Houston Public Works YouTube channel. With that being said, let's get started. All right, if you have any questions to ask, our project team is here to answer them in regards to this project. All right, let's see, we have a question here. Will there be any full street closures on this project? Will there be any full street closures on this project?
There won't be any full street closures, but there will be lane closures with one of the lanes at least open for the traffic to move back and forth.
Thank you. All right. Next question. Will emergency services still have access?
They still do have, they still do have access. As I said, there will be one lane open for the traffic to move back and forth, and that will serve the purpose for emergency vehicles to reach out the required destinations.
All right, thank you. All right, this is a question about the water service. Will water service be interrupted during this project?
We don't anticipate any. If there are, we'll provide enough notification, and that would be for only a couple of hours shut down if required.
Thank you. All right. Next question. Let's see. Will businesses and driveways remain accessible?
Yeah, they will remain accessible. If we have to remove some of your driveways to install our water line, we would provide another access or another point of access to your property through temporary driveway, or we'll provide a different access to your property, which should not be a problem.
Thank you. All right. See if we have any more questions coming in. So to the attendees that are on the line, make sure you ask your questions. This is an opportunity to get your questions answered in real time, live by the project team. All right, here's a question. We've kind of touched on this, but I'll ask it anyway. Will traffic be affected on MLK during construction?
As I said, the only traffic that will be impacted is at least one lane. The remaining lane will be open for the traffic to move back and forth.
Awesome, thank you. Okay. All right, do we have any other questions for our project team today? Like I said, if you do have any questions that come up, you can always email us at engage@houstontx.gov, and we'll be sure to definitely get you an answer on your questions or your comments. All right, project team, is there anything else you'd like to share about this project that maybe we didn't touch on?
You know, as already discussed, if you have any questions, you can always call 311 or send an email to engage@houstontex.gov, and the project team will be ready to address your questions. And there will be project signs all across the project, and citizens can note down those numbers for contractors, engineers, project team, and so on and so forth, and we would be reachable to address any questions or comments.
And I got one question. When is mobilization set to occur on this project?
So as we already issued a notice to proceed, we are reviewing their submittals as of today. Contractor is mobilizing in few weeks, and we can see out there they start working.
Thank you. All right. So we haven't had any questions come in for a few minutes now. Last call for questions. You got any questions? This is your last opportunity to ask. All right. Well, that wraps up our question and answer session for this meeting. On behalf of Houston Public Works, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to Councilmember Carolyn Evans Shabazz and the entire District D staff, as well as the project team, the public engagement team, and most importantly, you, our community members and stakeholders, for taking the time to join us tonight. Just a reminder, a recording of this presentation will be available soon on the Houston Public Works YouTube channel, so be sure to check it out and share it with your neighbors. Until next time, thank you again and have a great night. Thank you.